In today's video, I'm going to give you the secret tricks to taking your YouTube live stream from this to this. Before we start, make sure you're running the latest video card drivers and also the latest version of Open Broadcaster. We're going to cover a few examples of bitrate, resolutions, codecs, and a little trick to force YouTube to give your live stream more bitrate. Now, to be forthcoming, I'm on Starlink satellite internet service. The wife and I live in the woods, so the settings I use will likely be lower than the settings you can use. The first thing we have to do is establish what bitrate you can stream at. If you use Starlink like me, then you should aim for a max bitrate of about 3200. That's the magic number. That's where you want to set it to. However, if you use any other provider, then do the following. Go on over to speedtest.net and click the button Go. Once done, we can see that our upload speed is listed as 11.84. Now, open up a calculator and type in your upload speed. Now, minus 20%. Now, round the number down to the larger number. So here we can see 9 megabits would be our speed, which equates to roughly 9,000 kilobits. Now that you know what bitrate you can handle, let's move on to resolution. Well, what resolution do you play your games at? If you play at 1080p, then you're at a good resolution for streaming, as is. If you're like me and play at 1440 or higher, then it's in your best interest to have OBS downscale your resolution. Unless, of course, your internet connection can support really high upload bit rates. If you can upload at 15,000 kilobits per second or higher, then you can probably leave it at 1440 or even 4K. To downscale your resolution, open OBS, click Settings, click on Video, and now select the second dropdown titled Output Scaled Resolution. Now, here is the formula from my testing that seems to work really well for what I'm going to show you throughout this video. You can use this as a reference for your own settings. Based on your bitrate, these are probably the settings you're going to want to shoot for. Now, you can always give the live stream more bits than what I have listed here, and that will result in even better quality. But a lot of these seem to be the bare minimum of bitrate you should be shooting for. Mind you, these bit rates that I have listed here will give you a really good looking stream with everything I'm going to show you. So now, choose the setting that works for you and your internet connection. Here's the one I'm going to pick. I'm going to downscale my resolution to 1080p. Now, I'll set the downscale filter to Lancros, and I'll set the frames per second to 60 frames per second, or whatever your desired settings may be. Many people don't realize that YouTube has two codecs at play when they live stream. A standard codec, HEVC, and a high-quality codec called VP09. The way YouTube decides which codec your live stream gets is based upon the resolution of your live stream. 1080p or lower gets the standard HEVC codec, and streams with resolutions higher than 1080p get the VP9 codec, which is what you want. Now, you may be asking, but wait, didn't you say to set our live streams to 1080p? Yes, I did. This is because you can actually force YouTube to handle your stream with the VP9 codec. To do so, go to YouTube Studio. Click Create, select Go Live, and you're met with your standard live streaming status screen. What most people do is they copy their stream key, set it in OBS, and start streaming. I'm sorry to tell you, but this is wrong. What you want to do is select right here where it says Default Stream Key and select Create New Stream Key. Now, type in a general name. Every time you stream, it will default to this name until you change it. And do the same with the description. You don't have to do anything with Stream Protocol. However, you do want to turn on manual settings. So check this checkbox and select 1440p if you're streaming at 1080p, or select 4K if you're streaming at 1440p or higher. Under that, you have another checkbox. If you're streaming at 60 frames per second, make sure to check this checkbox. Once done, click Create. You should now have a new selection in the list that has a resolution-specific stream key. Copy this key, as it will be your new stream key that you will be using in OBS. Using this key will make YouTube give you the higher quality codec. With your key copied, make sure to go to OBS settings, select Stream, select Service as YouTube RTMPS, select Server as primary YouTube ingest server. Now, I wouldn't click Connect Account because it may or may not always connect to this new stream key. What I would do is I would click the button that says Use Stream Key Advanced. Type in your stream key, click Apply, and OK. This will ensure that every single time you stream, it will stream using this key. With that set, let's go over to the Output tab. Now, so you know, we're not going to use H.264 for our live stream. We're going to use H.265, accelerated by our GPU. Now, why would we want to use H.265? Well, H.265 gives the same level of video quality at about 50% of the bitrate. Currently, YouTube is the only platform that supports advanced video codecs like H.265 or AV1. Now mind you, if you have the 7000 series AMD cards, the Intel Arc series video cards, or the NVIDIA 4000 series or above video cards, you can use AV1. You can disregard my H.265 settings and just use AV1, but keep the bitrates about the same. So back to business. The first thing we're going to want to do on this page is set your video encoder to NVENC HEVC if you're on an NVIDIA card. AMD and Intel have their own hardware H.265 versions, which will be listed in your drop-down menu. Set your rate control to CBR. Set your bitrate to whatever bitrate you can handle. Set your keyframe interval to 1 if you're running 30 frames a second, or 2 if you're running 60 frames a second. Most people that are going to be doing game streaming are going to be doing 60 frames a second, so you're likely going to set this one to 2. You're going to set your preset to slowest, best quality. Set your tuning to whatever you prefer. For best quality, set it to high quality. If you want a slightly lower latency, set it to your desired level. Next, select multipass to full resolution. This may add a bit of latency, so you have to juggle, do you want latency or better quality? Now set your profile to main. If available, check the checkbox for psychovisual tuning. And now select max B-frames at 2. And with everything said and done, the only thing left to do is try it. Run some tests. See how it looks. Is everything stable? If you need to adjust things, it's better to do it when people aren't watching. If you happen to get dropped frames or momentary cutouts, this usually means your bitrate is too high for your connection, which will require you to bring some settings down until the stream stabilizes. Once you do this, if you want some insurance for bitrate fluctuations, or if you're on Starlink like me, go to Settings, Advanced, scroll down to Network, bind the IP to your network interface, and check these 3 checkboxes. These options will lower your output bitrate during momentary hiccups. The stream quality will drop slightly during the event, but will restore to full quality, and the stream will remain online. Keep in mind, this can add a small delay to the stream, so it's usually best to only use this if you need it. I need it for Starlink. With all that done, test everything again. And once you're happy, go stream with your new video quality. Combining the correct bitrate, the proper resolution, the advanced codec, and forcing YouTube to use VP09, your live stream should look hands down better than the rest at identical bit rates and resolutions. Now, I probably wouldn't have put this video together if my internet connection wasn't so wonky, but it forced me to get it all together and provide you with the best option when it comes to quality streaming on YouTube. As always, guys, if you like this video and you want more like it, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, and share it to someone who needs it. I'm Fixit. Thanks for watching.